Hello and welcome to Watercooler for April 22nd, 2020. The show where we highlight. Wait, I'm doing a Corolla Classics intro. That's not right. I'm all out of it, man. I don't even know what day it is. I don't know what show it is. I don't know what my name is.
Wake
But
up, bro.
yeah, looking at all you guys reminds me. This is the Watercooler, the show where I, Chris Loxamana, hang out with my Corolla digital buds, drink some brews, and kick it Philly style, quarantine or not. Cheers, my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caelan, show us your water cup. I'm
Coffee
laughing
today.
that you're not drinking. That's really rude of me. And cheers to you guys. So this is the show where I hang out with my buds, and with me today, Caelan Biehns here, my bud.
What's going on?
Nothing much, bud.
Trying to fix my camera here.
Oh, Caelan,
Wasn't very ready for
you're
that.
so vain. Gotta get his camera fixed.
Gotta get
the
everything
angle
right,
right, the lighting. You look good. That beard is
Still
a
not
lot.
cut. Yep, still just letting it go.
That's the longest you've ever had it.
Probably. I've
I think
stood
so.
by not cutting it at all. So
It's
I'm
thick.
it's very itchy.
It usually when you grow your beard, I've seen you grow it pretty long, and it's been really straggly and wiry.
Yeah.
This one looks full, and I don't know. Maybe,
Maybe you just can't see it. It's starting to grow outwards like that. It doesn't look
Oh,
like that. Maybe you just can't tell.
I like it though.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing it. So
You're gonna keep talking.
we'll see what happens.
Good, good. Also here, Gary Smith.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, Uncle Patch? Dawson's here. Dawson's muted.
What's up, Uncle Patch?
And
Oh.
outdoor Matt in the hizzy.
Hey, brother.
Hey, brother.
He is very
Yep.
much not in the hizzy.
Oh yeah, out
I'm
the
just
hizzy.
outside of the
Just
hizzy.
outside of the hizzy. What are you guys doing about your hair? Because look, if you look at my hair, it's I could do a ponytail in the back. I've been wearing a hat just to keep my mane tamed, but
I
Mhm.
said to my wife 2 days ago that
To who?
my wife about 2 days ago that I'm about a week away from being able to go back to work doing a pretty good Chris Loxamana cosplay.
yeah, it's rough. And I asked my corn queen Jennifer if she'd be interested in cutting my hair. Like I'm down. You can cut my hair. Let's see what happens. She is not comfortable about it.
So the same thing.
I'm thinking, well, I do have friends that cut hair, and I was thinking, okay, let's just bring him in on Zoom, and you'll just be the avatar, the hands, and they'll just guide you of everything to do.
Yeah.
I'm willing to
That's
try
going to
that.
be really annoying, though, because you're just going to hear him going, okay, snip, snip. Wait, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you ruined it.
that's right.
Oh.
Oh, ruined it all. Yeah, that's inevitable too. I mean, it's too long. It's too freaking long. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, I'm sure YouTube videos are popping up how to cut your own hair. I might watch one. I might do
Just
it.
do a buzz cut, man. Just
Look,
now's the time.
Now is the time. But Jen said
I mean, I'm not going to, but, go for it.
but it's time for me to do it. Why don't you do something with the facial hair, Matt? Let's see some handlebars. Let's see
I
some.
don't know. I kind of just, I don't know, I like how I look. I'm not interested in changing up my steez. You know what I mean?
That's
That's
right.
what the kids say, right?
I'm worried about your steez. Yeah, I used to say that in the '90s all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree. Look, if that's how you want to look, it's fine. We still have to. We're going to be going into work pretty soon, hopefully, and you don't want to get too made fun of, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Matt? You get haircuts all the time because I
No,
constantly.
no. I feel like I get haircuts way less than the other guys here. I get like 3 haircuts a year max.
Really?
I think so. I
No.
don't think it's more than that. I can.
You're
ask the
right
guy,
because I
but
always notice. So maybe that means that you always get it when you just really need it because it's very long.
I feel like Gary gets more haircuts, and Chris, you get a lot of haircuts too.
Gary's
I don't think
hair never
Dawson or
grows.
Caelan get that
Yeah,
many haircuts.
I don't know.
I haven't gone to get a haircut in over 5 years.
Yeah, okay. So he definitely has the record. Caelan.
I cut my own hair.
Like you a couple times a year.
Yeah, Chris, you and Gary are the two who get your haircuts on like a
Really?
regular basis.
I don't think I get my hair cut on a regular basis. The back is so long though. Like, Jen laughs at me now when she sees me. She just laughs because I just look like an idiot. So that's a good sign.
Yeah.
You know, we talked a lot last night about moving our wedding,
Oh, that's right.
postponing.
You're gonna just Postpone the whole thing, huh?
I think so. Well, look, I mean, it was scheduled for September 26th, which was already pretty soon, but the venue had a date open up, and we just swooped in. We're like, we can do it. We can do that amount of time. And you and Gary know how hard it is to plan a wedding. And I thought, well, we can do it, but now with everything on pause, like we literally can't get caterers, florists, anything. Jen's worried about any of the pre-wedding stuff, like bachelorette parties and shower and all that stuff is not going to be good, and everyone might still be a little uncomfortable to be in a group that big by then. So we are now considering it. Just, I think it'll be fine by then, but the planning and all that is just going to be too crazy. Now, here's the thing: we asked to move it. The next dates. We were supposed to get married September 26th. Now we're getting offered May, June, or September of next year, of 2021.
May of next
Wow.
year. I mean, that will still be nice.
Yeah, it will still be nice, but it's so much longer than or farther away than what we had anticipated. And look,
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but good things about planning a wedding and how nice it is and just how joyful of an experience it is and not stressful at all. So I'm really looking forward to spending another 8-9 months of that. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah, I think our plan was to do it as quickly as possible so that we wouldn't have to be talking about it for another year.
exactly. But at the same time, I mean, it's just it's a weird. We're in a pandemic. It's a weird time, and we have to roll with it. So that is like we were up all last night just talking about options because we haven't even set the save the dates out yet. Like so, it's already April. Like I don't know.
I mean, I think in the end, the guys can back me up here, but it's going to ultimately be whatever Jen wants.
No, it's whatever. I'm just as involved in this, Jennifer. I mean Matt, and
I don't know. You guys conferenced me in for part of that conversation last night. Kind of sounded like your role's not as important. I don't know.
You were just supposed to. You were there just to tell Jen to cut
I was
my
a
hair, all
mediator.
right? You weren't supposed to listen to that stuff. I just wanted you for the haircut instructions, which you didn't give. You jerk. But yeah, so that's my I as I said, we've been white knuckling it for this entire time, trying to hold on and just seeing if we could get away with it, but it's looking less likely and just more stressful than we want. So we'll see. But that is the update now, and I don't know. I mean, it's all up in the air. I think we're trying to just see if we can hold both dates and see what we can get away with there. But yeah, so we're still optimistic. Just we're willing to roll with the punches. How's everything with you, Gary? What's going on in your home in Uncle Patch's abode?
Uncle Patch's garden.
That one really gets you guys. Dude,
I'm a
not a
veggie
lot.
guy. Don't worry.
It's gonna be really confusing if you're ever around my dad because his head's gonna snap if you call me that.
Noted. Caelan's murder plan just got easier.
Oh no, I just meant his head would snap around because you'd think you were talking to him.
Oh.
Not a lot going on around here, man. I'm still taking super long walks with the boy, which is good because I'm eating 3 meals a day, which is not something I'm accustomed to.
That's right. You, of all people, now when we first met Gary, he was a lot larger than he is now. And he lost a significant amount of weight ever since he started working for the podcast. And then I noticed he ate 1 meal a day. The guy was so busy that he would literally, he would eat dinner only. Like he wouldn't eat during the show. He wouldn't eat lunch. He wouldn't eat anything. And then I feel now I'm doing that. Caelan, when he was covering for the Carolla podcast, he would do that. And he would understand, like, dude, I understand you can't eat while you're getting ready for the Adam Carolla show because you're just so effing busy and running around and doing so many things. You can't eat.
After I took over for you, the first thing I did was come up to you and go, I now understand why you have to wait until news before you can even start to touch your lunch.
Right. And it's, it's plus the other side of it is so easy to sit there and just fill your face in our industry. Like there is, because, there's not as much,
motion
around as there would be in like a construction job or something like that, right? Like you can always be one hand on the computer, one hand in a bag of nuts or, you know, a bag of chips or whatever.
You can graze the entire time if you wanted to.
Right. But my wife, ever since I've been home, my wife seems to think that she's always been confounded by the fact that I eat so little, because the entire time she's known me, I've been like that. You guys have known me probably twice as long as my wife has known me. And
who?
My wife. That was a hybrid. That's, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
That one doesn't count.
I didn't like it. I don't like the hybrid.
My wife.
Yeah.
So she has been taking this opportunity as a way to sort of test out what happens if I get 3 meals a day. And it's very hard to combat because she makes delicious food and then just hands it to me without really discussing it with me first. So when I'm working on a podcast at 10:30 and she comes in with a big plate of eggs and bacon, which is very NSNG, and it's hard to complain about, of course I'm going to eat it. And then sometime around middle of the Corolla show, she'll come in with lunch, and there you go. And then dinner we have together. So I'm eating a lot more than I'm used to. I do feel I'm gaining a little bit of weight, which I'm very self-conscious about, but I'm going on longer and longer walks every day, hoping that that'll help combat it. And I mean, I think we're up to like 7 or 8 miles as an average each morning, which
Jesus Christ.
It's not nothing. It is not a hard workout by any means, because I'm just straight walking and, you know, I'm pushing the stroller or whatever, but hopefully it's helping mitigate some of those extra meals. So.
I would imagine that's a long ass walk.
8 miles.
Something like that.
Yeah. What is this, an Eminem movie?
There you go. You know, Mom's spaghetti is one of the recipes she makes for me.
Ooh, it is then. Yes.
That's good.
Yeah. Outdoor Matt, how about you? What's going on in your neck of the woods?
This is probably a great transition into Chez Fondiler, because here in our house, we like to say no sugar, no grain, no fun. And therefore, we are about as far away from the NSNG as you could possibly get. I think the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, I can
Someone
see
cut that clip
and
tweet it to Vinny Tortorich at Vinny Tortorich.
So my wife is an amazing chef and also a baker, it turns out.
Oh, nice.
And so I alluded to it last week that my wife made a strawberry bundt cake.
Uh-huh.
We were talking about shortcakes versus long cakes. I don't know if you guys remember that. That did happen, right? Or was that a hallucination?
No, we definitely discussed the long cake.
Okay, good. She didn't know either what shortcake meant or if a long cake existed.
What does make
a trademark here?
What does make it a shortcake? We talked about
I don't know. We had this conversation last week, and I didn't bother looking it up.
Yeah, me neither.
It's all right. Anyway, she made strawberry bundt cakes for the first time. We just got some fresh strawberries from the supermarket, which are super in season right now. Way better than raspberries or other blueberries or blackberries. You know, just berries in general.
Do you not pronounce the P in raspberries?
Nobody pronounces the P in raspberries.
Definitely not.
Why is it there?
You just proved why.
All right.
Well, we can get into how things are spelled and why.
It's in my notes.
Part 2, Wednesday.
Part of what I don't really know how to do the baking stuff, so it's all just kind of a miracle to me when I see it. But this recipe utilized Greek yogurt instead of, I guess, milk.
Yeah.
And that made it so freaking moist, which apparently in the baking world, there's a whole thing about moistness versus crumble. I don't know if you guys are aware of this.
Of course.
It's like the Sharks and the Jets. It gets heated.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm team moisture. I don't know about you guys when it comes to baked goods.
Team moisture.
I'll take that to my grave.
Team moisture. Yeah, let me ask you guys, because Jen and I made brownies the other day, just like the boxed brownies. Yeah, we're NSNG NF as well right now. And
I'm not suggesting that I'm eating NSNG every meal of the day. I'm saying the bacon and the eggs are NSNG. I'm eating plenty of good stuff too.
Yeah, so and the recipe for it had 2 recipes on the box. They're exactly the same, except you can either add 1 egg or 2. 1 egg is more fudge-like brownies. 2 eggs is more like cake-like brownies. And Jen and I actually got into an argument about what this extra egg, 1 egg, how it's going to change everything.
It all comes down to this.
And I was wrong because I said let's do the extra egg. I was thinking extra protein and cake like brownies, you get more of it. So I'm thinking, all right, extra protein, extra content. It'll take me longer to eat these brownies. Let's do it. And so they're a little cakey rather than fudge like. And I think I was wrong. I think I like the fudge better.
Guys, next time Vinny Tortorich is on the Adam Carolla show, you must ask him if it is better for you to do it with 2 eggs, because his head will fucking explode. I could see him pulling out a pistol from his waistband and just ending it all. Like, hey, Vinny, when you buy the pre-made boxed mug for the brownies at the Vons there, I'm getting more protein if I had that second egg, right? Like, he would just.
Do you think you don't get more protein?
I would love to see him scream if you had. Just the thought that was your logic, I believe he would just feel like he would just feel like all of his work on the Adam Carolla show had been for naught.
Yeah. Look, it's eat this, not that. Yeah, toss the extra egg in.
Sure.
Then not. Sure. So, but I'm Team Moist along with Matt.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Because we can look, Watercooler. We're pro puppy.
Caelan doesn't even understand this at all.
It doesn't even really matter to me. Don't even bother asking me.
No.
We need a consensus.
Nothing really matters.
So Caelan's team dry. Is that what
It must be. He likes it dry.
Do you like more crumbly or more moist?
I don't like either.
Of anything?
You're talking about desserts?
Donuts?
Guys, we got.
I don't like donuts. No.
You don't like donuts?
No.
He doesn't like sweet things. We've been through this.
No, but randomly he'll like stuff. What's something sweet that you do like?
Like soda.
So do you like crumbly soda?
He's team liquid.
I guess that counts in the moist category.
It's definitely team moist.
Caelan said something vaguely positive about the rum cake, which has to be one of the moistest desserts I've ever tasted in my life. So I feel like Caelan might be team moist.
Yeah, I think you're team moist, Caelan.
I'll go team
Dawson,
moist.
we need to get your way in on this.
I don't really understand. I guess it depends on what you're eating. I mean, if it's coffee cake, you want crumbly.
That's accurate.
Let's go with the example at hand, which is a bundt cake or a brownie.
Do you add that extra egg, Dawson?
I'll go moist.
There we go.
All right, there you go. The 5 for 5, baby.
So I think we can add this. We're pro puppy
and pro moist.
We are pro moisture.
Hold on, let's get in there before pro moist, so we respect all women.
It's true. Respect all women.
Maybe we should space out. Respect all women. Pro puppy. Pro moist. Let's.
Pro moist.
Yeah.
Team moist.
Yeah. Get a little room divider in there.
Yeah, the order matters.
Definitely.
But yeah. Okay.
Well, I'll just wrap up this delicious dessert segment by saying that, as if the strawberry bundt cake, which was extra moist, was not enough, my wife also made a lemon frosting.
Who did this?
My wife.
Thank you.
Because we have a lemon tree in our yard. We got lemon from the yard. She made like a lemon frosting. It really just made the strawberry fruit flavor pop. You get the citrus combination. The recipe's online. I don't know which website, but I think if you just Googled it, you probably could find it yourself. Good luck making it as good as my wife does, though. And that's what's on the menu.
Yeah. You know what I like doing with lemons?
Really
I like
fantastic.
I like messing with zest.
Yeah, we got a zester for Christmas this past year.
Yeah. And big zest guy right here. Pro zest too. But we don't have to get into that.
Isn't that a soap?
That's the new album coming out of the Laxy Pad from Loxy.
Pro zest. And yes, it was also a soap, Dawson. You're correct.
I did an Instagram live last night, Gary.
I saw.
And everybody was typed "F you, Gary" the entire time.
That's hilarious.
Well, I told him to. And I said I'd send you the video, but we'll and I'll get it to you.
We'll get to that. Hey, real fast.
What?
Dawson just asked about Zest being a soap. Am I the only one whose mind is blown at what percentage of the soap available on the market is not antibacterial? At which point, what is it doing? It's just a perfume thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think it washes like the oils off your hands and stuff, right? Like if
yeah, it'll get a Sharpie off if you wrote something on your hand, I suppose, and it'll make them smell good. But that's not really what you're aiming for when you wash your hands most times, right?
well, especially now, no, definitely not.
Oh, definitely not now. But in general, like I don't find myself. I guess if you work in construction or automotive repair, maybe you find your hands dirty often. But in my industry, I don't find my hands dirty very often. I'm usually trying to keep myself healthy if I'm washing my hands.
And you see in a lot of face washes, they have like those like hard parts. Like some of the face washes have that stuff that kind of scrubs it a little bit more. Why are we not doing that in the hand soap? I think it'd be nice to have that in the hand soap.
Exfoliating.
Yeah, exfoliate my palms.
Wow, dude.
Sure, you've been doing that a lot lately.
Exfoliate your. Wow, man. So what's your go-to? What's your poison for that? Step family? Pizza delivery guy? What do you moisturize your palms to?
I said exfoliate, not moisturize. And those are weird examples that those are the first two that come to mind, Dawson.
Well, there's always something to do with a plumber.
No, it doesn't.
I don't think so.
Yeah. And then my stepsister.
Dawson's
brother,
first
like
example is her stepsister.
I don't know.
Oh,
Well,
So you don't exfoliate your hands to any of those?
no, I don't exfoliate my hands
What
anymore.
are you going for?
I don't know.
Chubby chicks?
I don't want any part of this.
Yeah, Gary, delete make my
Respect
video
all
go away
women.
too.
Oh, yeah. Totally respect all women.
Well, hold that thought because I want to tell you guys about ZipRecruiter. Let me tell you, look, hiring right now, it's challenging, whether we're in this pandemic or not. But it's even more so now because we can't meet with people all the time with these interviews and trying to find people. But thanks to ZipRecruiter.com/interview, it makes it a lot easier. ZipRecruiter sends your job to over 100 of the web's leading job sites. But they don't stop there. With their powerful matching technology, ZipRecruiter scans thousands of resumes to find people with the right experience and invite them to apply to your job. It's so effective that 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now, to try ZipRecruiter for free, listeners of this show can go to ZipRecruiter.com/interview. That's ZipRecruiter.com/interview, INTERVIEW, ZipRecruiter.com/interview. Now, Gary, speaking of promo codes, Chunk Nibbles, man.
Dude, the water cooler reach is fucking crazy. All of you should check your mailboxes. I forwarded along the chain of all the addresses that we collected, and I don't know if it just forwarded the last one, so I had to resend him everything yesterday, but he is over the moon with you guys and wants to send you all a care package, so coming soon. But goddamn, the water cooler family and listenership is
unreal,
so loyal and awesome, and being so supportive of that small business, and it's a great product as well. So I mean, win-win. But damn, the number of people that just based on our verbal recommendation are going out and ordering, I'm blown away.
Me too. It's a great product, as you said, and we're happy to support. And it's cool seeing the Chunk Nibbles flooding my timeline.
Oh, me too. And hey, by the way, let's give out that promo code. Somebody on Twitter told me that I gave it wrong 2 weeks in a row and then changed the spelling, which I find impossible to believe, but maybe I did. It's woof woof, one word, WOOF, WOOF.
Yeah.
There you go.
Woof woof.
Off. Specifically for water cooler listeners.
Best promo code around. Mike
Dawson.
Who you got over there?
Sup, G's?
Sup. So tell me what's going on with you, man. I mean, I know Mike's making progress just because I look behind him and I see that cork sound diffuser just constantly growing every episode.
You didn't just give away the word, did
Have
you?
we given that away?
You didn't just tell everybody.
Chris, that was told to us offline privately.
I thought we gave it away.
No.
I did not know that's what it was.
I didn't know that's what it was either.
That was setting up the game, and I think Caelan had bailed. That was during game night, like last Friday. We edit one
Nobody
thing?
Nobody listens to
We
this
edit
show.
nothing.
We have to edit that. Sorry, Dawes. I guess we edit nothing. Oh my God! Did I really just biff that?
You sure did.
As you were going into it, I was like, well, he knows not to say it. I mean,
Look, I thought this was Corolla Classics. I'm
I
obviously
was
not here.
doing great until now, Chris.
I'm
to
so
answer your
sorry,
question.
Mike. What a day ruiner that is.
that's hilarious.
Other than wanting to murder me, what else is going on with you?
No tango over here, dude. I just got a new outdoor water heater. I knew it was a tankless water heater at my house. Which is
Tankless?
got rid of the old water heater and gonna do some construction around here sometime soon. My dogs are great. I made stew over the weekend.
Tell us about
Yeah.
this stew. I know it's not
It
Shea
was
Dawson, but what's your
Freaking
recipe?
fantastic. You guys put it in my head. It was so good. Got a great chuck roast with a lot of lines in it, a lot of fat. You
So
cube
wait,
that shit up.
Stu and Chuck both came over?
Yeah,
to
6
eat
feet
this?
apart, I hope.
No, dude, we had to Zoom with Stu.
Mhm.
Yeah. Chuck came over because he lives just down the
Gotcha.
Stu and
Sorry.
Chuck.
street.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, I cubed some chuck and potatoes and carrots and an onion and put in the celery the next day and some beef broth, lots of garlic, and cooked it on like my crock pot's all fucked up, so I can cook shit overnight on keep warm.
Oh, that's amazing.
And so it
actually.
just slowly fucking cooks it. Like the heating element's just too hot in the thing. But yeah, dude, I ate that for a few days. I was real proud of myself. Gonna do it again.
Wow.
Working on several audiobooks. Just began a
Wow.
new one 2 days ago.
Dang, dude.
Working on a record. Did a vocal sesh with Ted the other night. And
That's Stu's brother?
Stu's Ted. No, cousin, third.
Cousin.
It's Martha's roommate. And yeah, man, I'm just busy. I'm not going crazy. The sun is shining, and my house is getting nice. I'm excited to have you guys over here again. You're not going to recognize the place the next time you see it.
As I said, every time I look at your screen and watch that cork mystery object behind you grow, I also just see everything get it's like cleaner. Like it really, I do notice changes. And yeah, I mean, you're definitely utilizing the time in a great way.
But the dogs knocked it over the other night, so it broke in half. So I had to put it on its side, and I'm rebuilding the broken pieces.
I
Here's
was just
something
gonna say
weird.
it got wider, but you just put it on its side.
This part broke off, and I was trying to fit it into the puzzle of where it goes, and I can't. So I don't know if it goes this way, or it goes this way, or this way, or this way. It just doesn't fit.
You do whatever you want, Mike. It's yours or Doss.
Anyway, thanks for asking. I'm good. How are you?
I'm glad. I'm great, man. As I said, we're moving the wedding, and when possibly moving the wedding, we'll see. So that's just been my world right now. Gamer Caelan,
So,
you been playing? You been gaming?
no, I took a little break, very minimal amount, but yeah, still playing a little bit.
Yeah. I saw a couple tweets. Actually, someone just sent me something on Instagram too about you, and I forgot. I meant to read it to you, but people think there is talk about your illness earlier this year might have possibly been coronavirus. What are your comments on that?
Oh, someone posted. I saw something like that on Facebook too. I don't know. It seems a bit early. I mean, my symptoms were developing in like really at the beginning of like end of March 2019. That seems a bit early for coronavirus, but I don't know. But again,
Because now remember, you went to the hospital with a lung. What was it?
it's called a pulmonary embolism, which stemmed from a DVT blood clot in my leg.
Right, sorry. Go ahead.
Which started forming in March of 2019.
That's right. So, but a lot of it was shrouded in mystery. And so, but you don't think you had it?
No, I don't. I definitely do not think that it was coronavirus that caused that.
We can find out very, very simply.
Why?
We have a very good friend who is obtained coronavirus tests and has offered them around.
Oh, well, there you go.
So as soon as we get back to the office, I think we'll probably.
Do I know about this?
I mean, you can do the math, but I don't know if you've spoken directly to him. But once we get back, it was said on the Adam Carolla show that Adam got tested recently. So I don't think it's a big mystery who I'm talking about. But I spoke directly to Drew, and he said that, next time I see him, he's happy to give me a test because I'm curious too. I haven't had any real sicknesses like Caelan, but I would love to know that I have the antibodies and can be a little bit more comfortable going about my business.
Same. Also, Caelan, since we're doing health updates with you,
Yep.
I got a tweet that says, well, someone tweeted me at Laura Lee, not Laura Lee, but Lura.
Oh.
Have you seen, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, she tweets at Chris Loxamana. You are allergic to sodium lauryl sulfate. It's in toothpaste. Use Sensodyne, no SLS, which equals no more canker sores.
Yeah, I've been on to that one for a long time.
Okay, and then she tweets me again. Oops, that was for Caelan Biehn. So that was for you.
Yeah, I've been using special toothpaste since I was like 12, and that does. I mean, it helps, but it definitely doesn't work. Luckily, we had what's the name of the ice bath guy we had on the Adam Carolla
Scott
show?
Carney.
Scott Carney.
And he told me about a way. Apparently he had the same thing as me. And as soon as I heard him talking to Adam about how you get rid of canker sores, I immediately emailed him afterwards. He gave me a whole list of like what to do to apparently never get a canker sore again. So next time I feel one forming, I'm gonna do what he says and see if that works.
I know Caelan messaged me during the interview. This is the most. What did you say? Like,
I think it was like, this is the most focused I've ever been on a guest in my life. I was like, this guy's me. I was shocked by it.
Now we do have a flick in the bean, which we'll get to in a moment. But I want to welcome a new person onto this program. Indoor Matt has just joined us. Outdoor Matt left.
What's up, guys?
Indoor
Hey,
Matt
brother.
is here. What happened? What's going on?
I'm
actually in the hizzy.
Yeah, Matt.
I'm
it is.
currently in the hizzy. To be honest, I'm not sure. Obviously, I was outside before. My laptop, the signal started cutting out, and the laptop is 1,000 degrees. It was so hot. I think because the sun's basically hitting it. So I don't know if it just overheated or what, but I just figured it'd be better to move inside.
All right. Yeah, it is getting hot.
I heard Caelan talking about canker sores, so I know I missed some
Oh yeah.
compelling pod since I left.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. There's no way you're going to be able to connect those dots to how we got there. But you are in front of your shelf of DVDs.
Yeah.
Then let's do it again.
Oh,
Randomly reach behind you. Let's have Caelan flick it.
All right. Ooh. Edward Scissorhands.
Oh.
We're also going to need a quote.
Let's see. Don't have a quote, and I'm gonna go unflickable.
Good answer.
Get the
5.8 out of 10.
Oh.
so wrong. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Now
it's
I'm
never
upset that
wrong.
I
It's never
pulled that
wrong.
movie. How dare
I've
you?
seen that
say
movie 0 times in my life. And
No,
I
not
know
about
it's
it. I saw it
unflickable.
once.
Way to go.
Didn't care
Caelan.
for it.
You know what? I've
It's
seen it
all
once
weird.
and I didn't
Super
care for
weird.
it either.
Yeah.
So,
Looks like the panels on
Unbelievable.
the
plus, I
unflickable.
thought it was gonna be a horror movie because the scissors look so sharp, and I'm like, it's gonna.
It's ridiculous.
And yeah, it could easily be very, very gory. So I don't know. What's the IMDb thing? An artificial man who is incompletely constructed and has scissors for hands leads a solitary life. Then one day, a suburban lady meets him and introduces him to her world.
One of the greatest set designs of all cinema history. Tim Burton, the dark fairy tale, incredible performances across the board. Iconic Johnny
Boring.
Depp, Winona Ryder. Come on.
I have a one-word
You're
review.
wrong. Certified Fresh 90, and then as if that wasn't high enough, 91 with the audience after over 1 million reviews.
Well, now that they've heard mine,
But
expect that to go down.
unflickable.
It's
Yeah.
gonna go down.
Unflickable.
Yeah,
Fine.
now
Get
they
the
got it.
fuck outta
On-
here.
Yeah, it was literally 94
Jesus.
before I pressed refresh after Caelan made his rating. So he's already bringing it down. So Edwards is rating it's unflickable.
Unflickable.
It's
And he can't think of a
unflickable. Champ
quote
says it's
because he's only
unflickable,
seen
too.
it once.
Yeah,
Jesus.
not great.
Disgrace.
Not great. Well, speaking of flicking the bean, why don't we get into it, Caelan?
Why?
We
The
all
scale
wanna-
means nothing anymore.
We all want to know one thing. Go ahead.
Okay. Are you playing a song or something?
No, I don't have
I don't know.
it.
Yeah, you're going. Oh, I thought
Man,
you were
can't
doing
you hear it? Oh, love this song.
something.
All right. This week I'm reviewing The Gentleman. Any of you guys familiar
thank
with?
you.
Saw it.
Yeah.
I think I specifically requested you to review this.
Did you? I don't remember that.
Maybe it was another friend.
It might have been a while ago.
Another
No,
friend who
I've been
flicks.
wanting
And,
somebody I know to do a review of this movie because I want to know if it's worth the money. I really want this to be good. So
Oh yeah, it came out last year. It was kind of it didn't have like a big launch. I didn't think, at least, and then I looked it up and apparently made $115 million on a $22 million budget. So I was like, oh, okay, that's not bad. It was written and directed by Guy Ritchie. It stars Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, Hugh
Oh,
Grant,
yeah.
Colin Farrell. It's available to stream right now for $5 on YouTube, Amazon, Google Play. Video
This
on-
came out last year.
No, it came out. So, Caelan, I'm Googling as well, Chris. It's weird because let's see, I'll share my screen here, but it says it's a 2019 film right here under the poster. But when you scroll down, the release date is listed as
January. Yeah, because
24th.
I remember it being a January movie because I thought, oh, Guy Ritchie movie's
yeah.
coming out in January, whereas January. Damn, Gary, close those tabs, my friend. God, jeez, just give me tab anxiety here.
At work, it's busy.
I'm just kidding.
No, and I also remember that because this was still in theaters when the pandemic started. So I was very.
Oh, it's much more of this year then. Yeah, I was just kind of going off the initial. On Wikipedia, list 2019. But nevertheless, right now it's sitting at 74% critic, 84% audience, 113 minutes long, so just under 2 hours.
Good.
Yeah, so it's about Matthew McConaughey, an extremely successful marijuana dealer in England, looks to sell out his massive empire, triggering plots and schemes and hijinks. And this is very much a Guy Ritchie movie. If you guys are familiar with Guy Ritchie, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., it's like his movies are like formulaic. Like it's like the same. If you like a Guy Ritchie movie, you're gonna like this movie. That's just
Good.
how it goes. And I do like Guy Ritchie movies, and it's very stylized. It's a little slow compared to some of his other ones, which have some more going on at the beginning and early middle of the movie. This one's a little slow getting into it, but I don't know, the last 40 minutes really picked up for me. But I did kind of feel myself.
How long is it?
It's just under 2 hours.
Okay.
And it does feel like it's about 2 hours.
Not a good sign.
No, but again, I think it picks up later in the movie. The one thing that really bugged me is Charlie Hunnam, who I just generally don't like very much. I do not find him to be a good actor at all. He's he's the same exact person in every single role he does, which, I mean, there's not a lot of variation in his movies, but this one is particularly funny because he has to have an English accent, and he tries in the first line out of his mouth, you're like, oh, okay, he's going for an English accent in this movie, and then the next line out of his mouth, you're like, oh, he's really failing at
Is he
at
not?
putting
Where
on
is he
the-
from?
Yeah, I'm gonna blow all of your mind. Charlie Hunnam is an English actor.
That's what I thought. I thought
Well,
he
he-
was.
He has an American accent in this
he
movie.
doesn't.
He goes, yes, he does. Watch the movie and tell me I'm wrong.
Okay, but he doesn't have
Caelan's
he doesn't
seen it
have an
once.
American
Just-
accent in real life. In real life, when you see him in interviews, he has an English accent.
Well, then he might have been trying to put on an American accent and letting the English one come through.
I mean, is it possible that he's like from a very posh part of London and he had to play a very Cockney character? Because having a British accent if you have an American accent, that can mean 1,000 different things.
Yeah.
Oh, I
New
will
York,
say
Texas.
that he works for Matthew McConaughey, who is an American in the movie. So he might have missed the part where he was American too and came over with him. But either way, it's all over the place. I could not tell. It just is not.
They put this movie to McConaughey, and he said, "Can my character be from Texas?"
I think he might be.
Like, this is good, but I'm gonna be from Texas.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm also starting to really like Colin Farrell. I don't know why I didn't really like him early on in his career, but the more stuff he's in, the more I really like him. He plays a really
Have
fun
you
role.
seen In Bruges?
Oh, I love In Bruges. That's
if you want to fall in love with Colin Farrell.
That's the
put
moment
that
I
one on.
probably turned on him.
Dawson's
yeah.
falling asleep, Caelan. You gotta wrap
Okay,
this up.
I'll wrap it up. Yeah, it's Guy Ritchie movie. If you like it, it's fun. Clickable, 7.8 out of 10.
Good answer.
There you go. So
There
Gary,
we go.
go ahead and check that out.
Now
I will.
flicking
I
the
absolutely
bean.
will.
Pretty sure it's at the top of my Netflix queue as we speak, so I'll be getting it on disc soon. Which I've realized now. I'm kind of like Adam in the sense that I'm not really too worried about it. But I'm realizing that my Netflix getting the discs mailed to you plan is not very good in this
Not COVID
spreading
friendly.
the virus era
Yeah.
when lots
have-
of sick people are probably watching movies. Like in general, maybe not a good idea, but I'm going to keep at it.
Well, considering most of the people who still have that plan are in their 90s, yeah, it's probably not ideal.
Oh my god.
What if we find out that the Netflix DVD plan is responsible for a certain portion of COVID deaths? Oh, not funny. Funny, not funny.
But speaking of funny, we got to before we get out of here, we got to give another shout out to our water cooler artist, our official
Oh,
water cooler artist, and that's
outdid
Pixel
itself
Fun.
again.
Pixel PHUN. Now, throughout the quarantine, he's been providing our fellow Boba Boys activities to do at home. He made the word search. And then, after I incorrectly called the word search a crossword puzzle, he made a crossword puzzle. So, just when you thought it couldn't get any better than that, we pretty much have a highlights magazine worth of stuff now.
Yes.
And with this next contribution, our latest contribution, and that is the hidden pictures art that he's made. First off, he has a guide here with all of our names and a list of things to find within these custom pictures that he made each one of us. And I'll just kind of slide through them here. So he made one of me
Where
doing.
can people see this video, by the way, if they want to watch you going through all this?
You can see it on YouTube.
Yeah, search Chris Loxamana on YouTube.
Yeah, Chris Loxamana 1. Because this Chris Loxamana, the guy in my in this picture here, in my sound panel, he has at Chris Loxamana, so I'm Chris Loxamana 1 on YouTube. But anyway, so there's me doing a live stream, and there's me checking out Caelan or Insomniac's Facebook or something, and with the number 777-867-5309.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin's Cryptids, Screensaver, some John Mayer albums, although I only like Continuum.
So many inside jokes on just one out of 5 images.
My Corn Queen, I got a Tangerine Express, got the Japanese whiskey, and this is just like I'm just naming stuff I'm seeing, but there's a lot more detail. Now if we go to the next one here, we have Gary. He's painting. He's wearing his "Everything Will Be Okay" shirt. Joya has the Garrigus
There's
on
baby Gary in
speed
the
dial.
back.
Yeah, Gary Jr.
You look in the far back, Dawson, there's you.
Where? Oh,
Dawson's
shit, I'm peeing on
Dawson's
your cat.
peeing on a dog in the background.
Yeah, it's insane, the depth and the detail.
National Treasure with my face on it in the background, which I found
Yeah.
particularly amazing. There's a fat cat. Oh my God, there's so many.
Has our Guardians picture in the back, bonsai tree with a Matt got him a bonsai tree. That's nice.
Yeah.
A half birthday cake. You got this
Half
thing.
birthday cake. That's great.
Yeah, and not only is it's half of a cake with the half thing over it. It's
What kind of is that? A chicken sandwich on the table?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. I believe that Popeyes are it's Chick-fil-A because I was eating Chick-fil-A.
Definitely Chick-fil-A, a White Claw.
Chris cut
Yep.
front. Yeah, so much detail. Gary being barefoot though, that one's an interesting one.
He's
But
an
anyway.
artist.
I think I'm an artist. Yeah.
That's right. So that one's great. And then, of course, we got Mike Dawson also doing his live stream. Everything in his office is made out of corks because we're all trying to figure out what that thing behind him is. He's using corks. Let's see. Yeah, we have we have the trucker hat. Mike throwing up the shaka, the C minus. Got the dartboard, the American flag, which he actually had in his other studio. Although this American flag's backwards. The flags are always supposed to be at the top left.
The 805. There's a champ thing over there. God, it's all so
Everything.
Even the lava lamps are made of cork.
Yeah, where did you find a cork Rode microphone? But that
Ooh,
has to be...
I don't think I've noticed this
Special
before,
edition.
but all the books are Mike's audiobooks.
Look at that, the packed.
That's so cool.
Crazy.
I mean, every time I look at this, I've looked at these 5 times a piece, and I'm noticing new things now. Every time you look at it, you find something new.
And look at this,
And
up on Game Book, Richard Stanley.
The big
And these are
crystal
actual
balls.
comments. Yeah, Mike's doing his live stream because Mike was live streaming him reading the audiobook or recording his chapters. So got Richard Stanley commenting. Just the attention to detail is amazing. Let's keep going here. We have look at that. We get Gamer Caelan. What do we have here?
I like the old man and the old man out the window.
Old man in the seat with a safety cap on.
Good-
and that
good
one was one of my
callback.
favorites.
Yeah.
The mask sticker was a great one. Just dynamite.
Yeah,
Somebody
Ouija
Lick
board.
Me has
Mid
become
mask
a
box.
recurring quote in this house now. I now say somebody lick me as much as possible. It's fucking hilarious.
Somebody
It never gets
lick
old.
me.
It's a great icebreaker. If it's just quiet in the house and neither of us have said anything for a few minutes, I will just say, somebody lick me.
Is that a
it's so funny.
T-Rex?
I believe that is a T-Rex. I'm not positive. That's what I thought too.
Well, Caelan was PR for the T-Rex at the Hunger Dome, so imagine. And check out his latest album right here, All of
Yep.
Us.
Gypsy's Jewels, of
His
course.
Game of Thrones map, as often referenced in the background.
Man,
Mismatched socks on the floor.
Those are dynamite.
geez, yeah. See, look at this. It's
Why
crazy.
is there a can of green giant peas back there?
Beans.
Yeah, those are beans.
A lot of different beans,
Wow.
including
It's-
some fucking beans. I noticed it's one of the names of the brands. And I don't know if anyone's brought this up, but the Ouija board that is next to
Yep.
Caelan says,
Where is Insomniac?
yeah,
Yeah, is he here,
is
Insomniac?
he here?
Oh, that's fun. I didn't
Insomniac?
even notice that.
And there's at least one. I thought there was more than one, but there's a few plur references, I think, on the back of the TV. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yep, we have one more. Oh, this might be my favorite one.
Me too.
And this is Outdoor Matt doing his thing. Now, we literally were just talking to him. I can't tell the difference between this picture and the beginning of the show.
There's how his cat got AIDS.
Yep. Lots of AIDS cats fighting.
Lots of AIDS cats.
He's
Matt
got a
holding his
huge
Tangerine
head.
Express.
Yeah,
Adam's
you got
on the phone.
book of poetry in the front,
Yeah.
of course.
What's the grave for?
I'm not exactly sure, other than there's it's near the like sword and scale thing, so I think it's a reference to the true crime thing. That would be
Mm.
my guess.
Yeah,
or
the
it's for
deadly
AIDS,
sword.
kitty.
I love that it's got Bart Simpson and Simpson Matt. Those are both
Yeah.
solid. The he shed is just great.
See the Jurassic Park sign at the peak of the shed?
I did think that. Amazing.
Also, my wife can be seen through the window of
Yep.
of the he shed.
It's just
It's great.
it's so detailed. So I notice something new in these pictures every time I look at them. So, Pixel
Yeah,
Fun.
if you actually zoom in on the bonsai tree that I'm holding, the one that I'm actually holding, it's not just a bonsai tree.
Can't zoom in.
Oh, well, it's like a chick with boobs. It's like boobies.
Dang it!
Look at
I
it.
need to zoom in. Enhance.
It's like slightly pornographic. Do yourself a flavor.
Well, I look Pixel Fun. You've
Is that
outdone
what you
yourself.
exfoliate your hands to?
I was waiting for someone to call that back.
Why is the bonsai tree named Kate?
That's what he
Well,
calls it.
Yeah, I'll tell you the whole story is that it was what I thought was a Caelan elm. That's like the breed of the tree. I don't know what the fuck you call it. It's the type of
The
tree.
Janus.
There you go. So I thought, oh, it's a Caitlin Elm. We'll name it Kate. And then I found out that it's pronounced Catlin. So the name Kate was not so great, and we spelled it Kate. So now we just pretend like it's in Japanese, and we call it Kate.
That's
Yeah. You could just realize it's a fucking plant and didn't need a name.
It's a good thing we're not in the same room right now, or I would swing at you.
oh,
How dare you speak to my beautiful Kate like that?
not Kate. All right, well, Pixel Fun, follow him at Pixel Fun and enjoy these.
PixelFun.com has all
photos.
the pics, everything. I just looked at his website and I sent him a message.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. So thank you, Pixel Fun, and man, you've, as I said, outdone yourself. All right, whew, good show. I had a blast. Gary, what are you drinking? You're not drinking your White Claw. Stella, and you're
We're on
peeling the
quarantine.
label.
We're on quarantine over here. It's a little slim pickings. I'm trying to avoid going to the store.
Matt, what about you?
I have a blood orange IPA, but if you'll notice, the can is the Wall of Presidents.
Yeah. That's awesome.
All right, and I was having some ambitious ales. It's I had a sour flavored by calamansi, which is like a Filipino citrus.
Delightful.
Parasayo.
I thought Carl Muncie was like a bowler from like the 50s.
Yeah, and he also has a great citrus flavor.
Yeah.
It was delicious. It's funny. I mean, it's not funny, but the brewer who brewed it, I was talking. I was like, "Hey, you used calamansi in a beer? That's amazing." He said, "Well, yeah, we made that for my wedding, which we had to postpone to October because they're supposed to get married this month, and they made a beer for his wedding using like the fruit from his grandmother's yard." And but they canned it up, and now I got to enjoy it. So it was very good, and hopefully they'll get to do it again at their wedding. So yeah, just a lot of wedding movement, and it's on my brain. All right, let's get our plugs in. Let's start off with Gamer Caelan.
Don't worry about me.
Wow,
Got
do you
nothing.
not produce for crying out loud anymore?
Oh yeah, you can check that out.
You used to plug that, now you don't. I'm gonna tell the hostesses about that. I'll tell on you. Mike Dawson, what's up with you?
Audiobooks, as always. Just go to DawsonAudiobooks.com and pick one out. They're all awesome. I love you. Thank you.
Yes, that's right. DawsonAudiobooks.com, and check out that Pixel Fun photo for a nice little catalog of what he offers. Mr. Fondiler, what's up with you?
Hey, yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Matt Fondiler. And the true crime show that I work for, Sword and Scale, is back from its spring break. They have a new app that's free, that's beautifully designed. If you want to check it out, you can download all the episodes of the show. And in a couple weeks, I got one of my episodes coming out, which I am very excited about. So if you want to wet your beak, if you want to be on Team Moisture, get a little wetness in your life, you can go ahead and listen to Sword and Scale.
The Deadly Sword.
The Deadly Sword coming soon. Still working on that one.
Wait, and then Gary, what about you?
Check out Reasonable Doubt. You can listen to it every Saturday, anywhere you get podcasts, or youtube.com/Adam Carolla. We're posting them all up there the exact same moment that they drop as audio. They're also available as a video show. So enjoy that.
Yep, and we have been enjoying that. And Garrigus has been fire on Twitter right now.
Oh, he is amazing. And thank you to all the people that have been enjoying it on YouTube. The numbers are going up exponentially each week. So that's very exciting.
Look at that. And as for me, first off, I'm just going to plug all of our, follow us all on social again, because I'm going to put you guys on the spot when I ran by this, but Dawson and I and Caelan, we all have a mutual friend that does trivia nights. And now, he goes to bars and he hosts trivia nights. Well, he's been doing them online now through Zoom. And I think it'd be kind of fun that we, as a water cooler, go and join one of the trivia nights one night and invite everybody else to come and play against us.
Hell yes.
That would be amazing. We get to be on a team.
Right? It's a team thing, right, Doss?
I'm not quite sure how it works, but right now
How would that work if we're not in the same
for up
room?
to 24 people in one competition.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but we
So
should.
if we were to be
Sounds
a
like fun.
team, we would have to be on a separate Zoom thing. Like I don't know how it works. We'll have to talk to him, but we can do it.
We'll figure it out. But either way, we'll keep everybody posted on when that happens, and we can all hang out one night virtually. I think that'd be a nice time. And that'll do it. And yeah, check out Pixel Fun. Check out Ambitious Ales in Long Beach, and that's it. So we'll be back later this week with some show and tell. Thanks so much for hanging out. And once again, Watercooler. Respect women. Team Moist. Oh, no, wait.
Damn it.
Pro Puppy. We love you. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.